This month's featured game is Super Fancy Pants Adventure. It is a Steam port of the 3 classic web flash games Super Fancy Pants, an old platformer that I enjoyed back in my middle school and high school days, and am enjoying once more on the glorious Steam platform. If you want to check it out, there's a link in the description down below under the Featured Games tab. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into this month's channel update. Hey, but what's up? Ultramag64 here. And you better get ready because I am about to trick and treat you. It's time for a spooky, scary channel update. This month's flavor is October. So, last month was a bit of a hectic mess. Due to me moving and whatnot, it has been cray-cray on the channel. However, things have slowly been getting back to normal. Granted, not everything's back in place and whatnot. I still have to find a few things, such as my capture device for my tablet. I've somehow misplaced the cable I need to capture off my tablet, which is why you haven't seen a lot of mobile games, such as the My Pony game from Gameloft, and a few other things as well, mainly because I can't find my bloody little cable thing. So, yeah, that's kind of put a damper on things. However, there is something I did want to talk about on the channel really quick. I've noticed that since the move, things have kind of gotten off to a bit of a low point. I'm not sure why. I have no idea why. I'm not sure if people just decided, he's moving, we're done, or what have you. Maybe I'm just not putting out the right kind of content. But regardless, I did want to address this, and I did want to say that I used to let this get to me. Don't get me wrong, it still gets to me, and I still feel the inherent anxiety and paranoia that comes with this, and I just wanted to address it for those who may be starting their own channels themselves and have been feeling the same way. When I started my channel, I was very happy to see people watching. It was kind of like recognition for doing the things that I was doing and making videos and whatnot. It was like, yes, confirmation that I am doing the right thing and making the right choices in life and doing things. And slowly that has transpired into kind of a desire and want to have every video hit a certain predetermined, unrelated view number because reasons. I determined success from having videos hit a certain hallmark of number when that really didn't matter. And yes, I have partially grown out of that. I won't lie, I still get that way sometimes where I'm like, why did this video do so bad? And that kind of gets into my whole thing of, man, did I do something wrong? Was it me? Is my brand of comedy just not good enough? Is the game not good enough for people? Did people not like the game? Even though I really enjoyed the game, I thought people were going to love this game. Why the heck did it do bad? What could possibly be wrong? Is it me? Is it just the fact that I suck and the editing was bad? Was the audio bad? What was wrong? And then you just spiral down a deep dark hole, and eventually you just don't come out until you try and dig yourself out. Eventually you dig yourself out, and then you're like, oh, well, I'm just gonna go back into that hole because another video did bad. My point is this. No longer will I do that. Used to, when I started my channel off, I would do a kind of vote with your view type of style, where basically, if people didn't watch content, I stopped making it. It was simple as that. You know, usually, if people just kind of dropped off a series, I was like, cool, that's my note to say bye-bye. And granted, that is kind of a good way to do things. I'm not gonna lie. I wholeheartedly believe in the idea of voting with your wallet. If a company or somebody does something that you don't particularly like, or that you're just like, no, I don't support that, or what have you, then the best way to show them that, hey, I'm not okay with whatever the heck this is, then you stop buying their stuff. That's going to be how they listen to you the best. Now, granted, that doesn't always work, and you're free to do whatever you want, I don't care, but here's what I'm going to do from this point forward. I still somewhat implemented that mindset into a lot of videos. I stopped doing series because people didn't like it, or I made it a one-off because it didn't get enough views. I'm gonna stop that. Mainly because I just don't have to care anymore. When I first started YouTube, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed creating. And somewhere along the lines, I lost that. Somewhere along this 5-6 year... 6? Is it 6? I think it's 6, because we started in 2011, right? But somewhere along the line, I lost sight of that. I lost sight of the joy and fun of creating something really cool. And I just got into the mindset of, I want this to be my job so badly that I just keep trying and trying and trying to please everyone, when in reality I'm pleasing no one, not even myself. And that's the most important thing to do, is, granted, you should find a balance of pleasing your audience and pleasing you. It's the conundrum of being a creator and publishing your works online for all to see. However, with my new job and whatnot, I just don't have to worry about that. Maybe one day YouTube will be my full-time job. I can only hope. I'm not going to stop doing it because I love it. It's what I love to do, despite all the stupid decisions YouTube makes with its ad-friendly content and the fact that they took out Patreon ads and external ads to protect everyone, when it's like Patreon, while it does have not safe for work campaigns, that should be our choice to make. We should be able to be like, cool, I'm a content creator. I do this thing as a profession. Therefore, I should have the ability to police my own stuff. Mama YouTube does not need to step in on my house when I know what I'm doing. But that's a whole nother fish barrel thing that I will shoot at later. My point is this: no longer will I dictate success by simply view count. From this point forward, and I think you've noticed it, I want to dictate series by how much I'm enjoying the game. If I'm enjoying the game, then that's all that really matters. Because the people who enjoy watching just me goof around on whatever are going to enjoy that. And that's kind of what I want to do. When Game Grumps came along, they kind of just played whatever. It didn't really matter. You watched it for the personalities. For me, and I think this is the case for a lot of YouTubers, and it's not something that the audience has anything to do with, it's the fact that we get attached to certain games. I myself am attached to the My Little Pony game from Gameloft, and also Fallout to an extent. Which, don't get me wrong, that's fine. I enjoy Fallout. I enjoy My Little Pony. But I also want to try and branch out and become more of a YouTuber that is enjoyed for his personality more than the game he's playing. Don't get me wrong, a vast majority of my audience subscribed when I did Minecraft. And since they've moved on, and that's fine. But for those who have stuck around for the long haul, I want to try and make better content for not only you guys, but for me as well. Because at the end of the day, if I'm not having fun, then what's the point? Just to get more views? At the end of the day, what does that accomplish? Sure, it might get me more success, but for how long? My point is this, and it might sound a little bit down, and I don't mean it to sound down, but that's just how my mind works. I want to be happy. I only live once. I'm only going to be able to do this YouTube thing once, and who knows for how long. So, instead of just being miserable and creating things because it gets views, I'm going to do stuff that I enjoy, that I like. And I know that the vast majority of you that are going to comment on the video like, oh man, well, I don't really care what you upload. I enjoy it. Thank you. I'm glad you do. And I hope that you keep watching my stuff. But I've been thinking about it lately a lot. And like I said earlier, I got into the mindset of, you know, am I doing something wrong? Am I really... Have I already hit my prime and now I'm just on a downward spiral? I'm not sure, but I'll tell you this much. If I am on a downward spiral, I'm gonna have fun on the slide down. Anyway, with that, slightly maybe depressing. I'm not really sure at this point. I've been going through a lot of depression phases and whatnot, so I'm not really sure what's depressing at this point. But what I do want to say is that let's go ahead and talk about what happened on the channel this month, or last month. So anyway, we started off with White Day. We started doing White Day, a Korean horror game that I talked about last month, and it's really, really good. Flawed, but really, really good. I don't enjoy the janitor. I think he'd be better off not being as prevalent in the game. Don't get me wrong, I think he has a place in the game, but the fact that it takes me like an hour and a half just to clear a hallway is really annoying. But I love the atmosphere the game creates and the neat little tidbits of lore and whatnot that is spread out throughout the game. It's really cool, and it's an Easter egg hunter's dream to find all these little tidbits of lore and ghost stories within the game. Regardless if you see the ghost or not in game, it's just fun to read. My chair is like really, really having a bad day. I don't know why this darn thing. I guess I need to get a new one. This chair's not even that old. The next thing we did was we started to do the Strange Realm of Mine, or this Strange Realm. Is this Strange Realm of Mine, right? I'm pretty sure. Anyway, we started doing that, and that kind of kicked off the whole I want to do things I enjoy spiel, because I really enjoy that game. It's a niche little game, but I'm having a blast with it, and it makes you think. It's a philosophical game about death and the meaning of life and all this jazz and gobbledygook, and it's stuff I've already thought about in extent in my own depressed fueled thoughts and long nights of not sleeping because I can't sleep because I'm just so darn depressed all the time, and I feel like if I sleep I might just die, which would be really great, but at the same time I'm just like, I can't sleep because anxiety. And man, I'm really, really trailing off here. So another game we did is we did the Octopath Traveler demo, and I enjoy that game so much. It looks so fun, and I can't wait to play the full game. I played the demo. I only played half the demo, mind you. There was a whole nother half I didn't even touch. But just from the half I played, I was like, yeah, this is an insta-buy. I am more than happy to just give all my money to Squeenix and be happy. Because this game looks amazing, and it plays even more amazing. Amazinger? Sure, yeah, amazinger. And then, another game that we started out on, and that I really, really, really enjoyed. Seriously, if you take nothing else from Magnus today, take the fact that this game is good and you should buy it immediately as fact right now. But, anyway, we played Danganronpa V3, Killing Harmony. And that game, oh boy, we streamed. I got an early copy from NIS America, which, by the way, I don't know if I've told you this, but thank you, NIS America, because you're awesome for giving me that. And it's an awesome, awesome game. So, basically, that game, we live streamed it for about 3 days straight. It came out. I got it a week before it came out, and I was like, "Cool, awesome! They gave me the go ahead to play the first chapter." I'm like, "Cool, awesome, let's do it!" And oh boy, that game's good. Oof! I'm not gonna spoil anything here, but needless to say, if you haven't played the previous Danganronpa games, you might be a tad lost. But if you played the other three, or the other two, well, three, I guess, whatever. But go play it. Just go do it now. If you love murder, if you love kids murder, if you love high school, if you love cuddly bears that may or may not murder you, then you're gonna love this game, and you'll just love it forever. It's a visual novel and puzzle game, and also slight Ace Attorney thing, so if that's not your bag, then maybe not watch it. But if that is your bag, or if any of that tickles your fancy, then go ahead and just tickle right on down to the Steam store, the PlayStation store, and buy it! Because it's great. And now, another game we played, which I'm probably going to turn into a series because I really enjoyed the first bit I played of it, is Hob. And it's made from the guys that did Torchlight, and it's just wonderful. It kind of reminds me, honestly, the closest comparison, and I know this gets tiring and old to say, is probably Zelda. It reminds me a lot of Zelda. It's a little on the obtuse side because nobody talks in the game. They're all squeaks and grunts and all that, but it is a really, really fun game, and I love the fact that I kind of get this Zelda Metroidvania type thing going on with slight 3D-ish, isometric platforming, I suppose. Point is it's a really, really fun game, and I really did enjoy it. And the fact that you get power-ups, you go back around the world and see what the heck you can break up next, it's just really fun and really cool. The characters are really nicely designed, they're distinct, and they make me feel really, really cool and awesome to see. And I get a giant arm, and I can just be like, awesome, I can bash things with my giant arm. And that's all I want in life, just to have a giant arm. Just one arm, just one arm, preferably my left arm. But just to have a giant arm. Just be awesome at it. So yeah, that's about it for what happened on the channel. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's coming up in October. Keep in mind that these video game releases are my personal preference. I look through them and I'm like, cool, awesome, I want that in my life. And they're not in any way, shape, or form a comprehensive guide to what exactly is coming out. There are a ton more titles that I will not talk about because I really don't care about them. Make me care about them, please, in the comments. Make me care, please. If there's a game that you find on here, or don't find on here, and you're like, man, Magnus should really play this, let me know in the comments below. And also, these dates may change, as games get delayed and stuff, so keep that in mind. If you're watching this video, like, throughout the month, then, it might have changed, and I don't know that, because I'm in the past, and you're in the future. So, yeah. Anyway, on October 3rd, we have one of my most anticipated titles of October. It is Battle Chasers Nightwear. Not Nightwear. Don't Google that. Don't do that. But anyway, we have Battle Chasers Night War coming out for PS4, Xbox One, PC. It is also coming out for the Nintendo Switch, but the Nintendo Switch version got delayed, which makes me very sad. This was a Kickstarter darling, and it is amazing looking. This game was originally a comic in the early 90s, and I never got to read it as a kid, and I was really disappointed because the art looks amazeballs. It is wonderful, wonderful to look at and amazing to see, and I just can't wait to play it. They had an animated opening that sold me on the game that basically is like Thundercats, but not. And yeah, that was the point where I was like, you had my interest, now you have my money. So yeah, I'm going to buy that. Probably going to buy it for the Switch, to be honest, because I've been buying way more games for the Switch because I just love that little device. It is just wonderful in every shape and form, and I love it. I can take it to work with me and don't have to worry about jack squat. It's just great. Just great. If you haven't got a Switch yet, probably should get a Switch. Also, maybe you should get Battle Chasers, because do it. Just do it. Stop talking, just do it. If you want to know what it is, it's an RPG, and they claim it's going to be kind of a more JRPG game, which I'm cool with. I'm fine with that. I love me a good JRPG. But there's also going to be procedural generation in the dungeons, and the world's going to be really big, and it's really, really cool, and I'm really excited for it. I want it in my life now. Also, if you haven't checked out the comics yet, go read them. They're also continuing the comics, I guess. Yeah, just do it. And then on the same day, because good gravy, October 3rd is just ripe with RPGs, we have Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen coming for the PS4 and Xbox One. Now, this was originally, I believe, released on the PS3. I don't think it ever got a 360 release, but I might be wrong on that. But this game was amazing on the past generation. And I believe, didn't it come to PC at one point? I think it did. I think this is just porting over to the PS4 and Xbox One, which that game just was wonderful. Wonderful to play. I heard nothing but great things from it. It's made by Capcom, I believe. And just go play it. If you're looking for something, if you've played Skyrim and you're like, man, I love Skyrim, but I just want something different, first off, you should go play Kingdoms of Amalur. Second, you should probably play Dragon's Dogma, because, yeah, you'll get a similar experience. And then, on October 5th, we have A Hat in Time coming out for PC. And I am a very, very happy boy right now, because I love me A Hat in Time. Ever since I saw the first screenshot gameplay of this thing on Kickstarter, I knew that I needed it in my life. Unfortunately, I missed out on the Kickstarter, but I've been keeping up with the game ever since, and good gravy, this game looked great. It is a classic callback to all those old school collectathon games like Banjo-Kazooie and all the such, and I am more than happy to just shell all my money out to it because I love the character designs in this game. You play as Hat Girl, I believe her name is, and she is just a ball of fun. She has so much good character design and whatnot, and you fight a little girl with a mustache, and that's just too darn adorable to not love. I need it in my life, and plus I love collectathons. I just wish that I could get it for the Switch, because, like, that's going to be just amazing to play on the Switch, where it's like, cool, I have like an hour. Here, let me just go collect things at my lunch break or whatever. And I'll just go in this world and collect whatever I can and then be done. It looks amazing. Yeah, I can tell that the devs have a passion for it, and I'm more than happy to support that. And then on October 3rd, or October 6th, sorry, not October 3rd, I misread because I read the 3DS bit. But anyway, we have Lady Layton, the Millionaire's Conspiracy, also known as the game I already played and was already released on mobile earlier this year, but it's finally getting released on the 3DS as well. This game is wonderful. I love the Layton series, and I love this game. I love Catrielle. She is just a wonderfully derpy little girl thing. She's a wonderful derpy little detective, and I love her so much. She's just so cute, and the art style is adorable. If you haven't picked it up on mobile, if you were like, I don't want to play it on my phone, this is the perfect opportunity to pick it up. And then on October 10th, we have Middle-earth: Shadow of War. I'm not exactly excited about this in any way, shape, or form, but I know my friend is very, very excited for it. Personally, after all the stink that's been brought up from Warner Brothers and their publishing ideas from the microtransactions in a single-player game to charging for a charitable thing, which they have since detracted and decided, no, we're not going to charge for this memorial to one of the developers that recently passed away. My condolences to the family. But my point is I personally am just kind of been turned off by the game. I never played the first one. I heard it was really actually quite good. I just never got around to it. But I know that a lot of people are very excited for the sequel. It's just personally not my thing. I've got way too much on my plate to really sink into this anyway. But kudos to those who enjoy it, and I can't wait to see what you guys think of it. And then on October 17th, we have Etrian Odyssey 5: Beyond the Myth. Now, granted, I actually haven't heard a lot about this game. I love the Etrian Odyssey series. It's a great dungeon crawling series, and I especially love that I can make my own maps with that series. I know they've been going more story-focused in the recent years, which, hey, that's fine. I also love the character designers. Whoever does the character designs for those games, fabulous person. Love them. Love them so much. They do wonderful art. But, anyway, if you enjoy a good dungeon crawl, then, hey, check that out. It's on the 3DS. It's probably going to be awesome, because pretty much all the Etrian Odyssey games are awesome. And then, on October 17th, we have the South Park Fractured Butthole. And yes, I am going to say butthole, not butthole. I'm going to say butthole, because I can. So, if you haven't played the first South Park game, let me give you a bit of a rundown. This game is probably going to be pretty good, actually. I know a lot of licensed games get a lot of flack for, well, being licensed games and having a short development time, therefore not being very good. But if South Park's any indication, it's they're doing pretty good. So yeah. But anyway, this is a sequel, kind of, to The Stick of Truth, which came out quite a while ago. Again, because of all the delays. But anyway, this has a completely different theme from the classic mythical, magical RPG realm to the superhero RPG realm type thing. But yeah, it's a really good thing for South Park fans. I recently become one because I bought Hulu and then was like, yeah, sure, I'll watch South Park because why not? And then I couldn't stop. And then I wound up watching every single season, and I'm currently watching the newest one. Yeah, I like it a lot. So yeah, I'm probably going to pick this up and I'll probably play it. Definitely is interesting. I want to see what all they have, because in the Stick of Truth they had callbacks to like the Chimp Pokemon and a whole bunch of other references to previous South Park episodes and whatnot, so I'm really interested to see how this one turns out. Definitely up my alley, and I enjoy a good South Park game, I suppose. It also comes with the South Park Stick of Truth, I believe, if you pre-order it, so yeah, you can do that if you haven't missed out on the first game. So yeah. Ooh, and then on October 20th, we have Fire Emblem Warriors. Now, this is also going to be a pretty big month for Switch because there's another game on this list that I am very, very excited for. But Fire Emblem Warriors is coming out, and that is going to be a wonderful, wonderful game for me because I love Fire Emblem. I do so much. I love the stories they tell, and I love the games. I suck horribly at them, and therefore don't play them very much because of the insta-death, permadeath, well, not insta-death, but permadeath mechanic that they put in, and I refuse to play that without it on because it just isn't the same. I'm sorry. It might be better for my anxiety, and it might be better for me to just not have to worry about it, but darn it all, it just detracts from everything. Because what's a Fire Emblem game if you don't restart it like 70 billion times in a battle? I'm not bitter. But anyway, Fire Emblem Warriors is not your traditional Fire Emblem game. It is actually a Muso, or Dynasty Warriors, style game a la Hyrule Warriors. And I am absolutely going to buy this thing. I don't know half the characters in it, but I'm going to buy it. I mostly know the older ones, I'm sorry. I kind of dropped off after when it came to 3DS, because, like I said, I really, really, really don't want to watch people die and then not be able to bring them back. It's just not cool. But anyway, it's gonna be wonderful, and I can't wait to play it, and I'm gonna just enjoy it. It's gonna be on my Switch, it's gonna be awesome. It's also coming out to 3DS, but no one cares because it's Switch, baby. Probably some people do care. But I don't, because I have a Switch, and therefore don't have to care anymore. It's gonna be fabulous. And then on October 24th, we have Knights of Azure, Bride of the New Moon. And this is coming out for PS4, Switch, and PC, and I'm gonna get it for that Switch because gosh darn it, if it's got Switch in the name, I'm buying it! So this is a sequel to Knights of Azure, which was an RPG, I believe made by Koei Tecmo, I think? Pretty sure. But I never played it. I never got around to getting it. I was wanting to get it because I was like, yeah, this game looks really cool, but never really did. Never really did. And I'm hoping that this doesn't do like a cold open to like, hey, if you didn't play this first game, you're kind of up a creek because we're not stopping. So yeah, I'm hoping that with the release on the Switch platform and whatnot, they'll be like, hey, we're gonna give you at least a brief rundown of what happened in the previous game because heck, if it knows I didn't play it. But anyway, it looks really fun. It's kind of an RPG, hack and slashy type game, and you have different partners that can do different abilities with your main character, and it looks really cool. Kind of makes me think of a Tales of game, but not really. And then on October 24th, we have Yomawari, Midnight Shadows, coming for PS4, PC, and Vita. I almost said PS Vita. Don't know why I restated it, but whatever. I can. So, if you watch me play Yomawari, the original game, back, I believe, last year, actually, around the same time, then you'll know that I am totally picking this game up. I enjoyed it on PC, and I will, again, enjoy it on PC again, because this game was really, really cool. Has a good atmosphere, granted the mechanics are a little bit, I wouldn't say annoying, but, I personally was, kind of just running around trying to get everything done and whatnot. We actually completed, I believe we actually beat that game. Yeah, I think we streamed the entire game, which we might do again, I don't know. But in this game you play as two sisters, and the monster designs in this are always the coolest, and I can't wait to see what kind of trippy stuff we have. I'm hoping the story ends a lot better than in the first one, but that's something we'll have to see on. And then on October 27th, we have Assassin's Creed Origins. This is the next Assassin's Creed line after taking a year off to basically let people have a break. I'm not sure how well this is going to do because I've heard a lot of people say that now that Assassin's Creed they're just kind of done with it. They're just like, yeah, I'm not really feeling Assassin's Creed this year. Which kind of is a shame because, I mean, they're at least trying to give people a break, and now they've come up with a new one. Now, how well this will do, I have no idea, honestly. I'm personally going to pick it up because my brother's a big fan of Assassin's Creed, and he enjoys it, and I'll probably play it on my new pretty Xbox One X. But, yeah, I don't know. Just gonna have to see how this works out. And then, on the same day, which is why I will not be playing Assassin's Creed until probably the Xbox One X launches, Super Mario Odyssey comes out on the 27th. And, oh boy, I am way massive excited about this game. It looks amazing. It's probably going to play amazing because it's a Mario game and Mario always plays amazing. And it's just going to be fun. It's going to be a bucket of fun, and I'm going to probably stream it and just have fun, even though Nintendo also doesn't like streaming on their whole partnership program. But that's another bush for another day to whack and kill and burn. But anyway, Mario. It's Mario. Mario. I'm really excited for it. And then, on October 27th, we have Wolfenstein, The New Colossus, coming out for PS4, Xbox One-orific, and PC. And also, it's coming out for Switch at a later date, and I think in 2018, which is what I'll be playing it on, because I can. Because, again, why not? I mean, I'm probably going to pick it up for Xbox One X as well, but still, I'm going to get it on Switch, because I want that platform to succeed. So yeah, it's Wolfenstein. It's a sequel to not last year, but like, what, was it 2 years ago? For Wolfenstein? Was it New Order? I don't think it was New Order, was it? I don't remember. But that game was really good, and this game's probably going to be really good. And then, oh glory, glory. On October 31st, we have Bubsy, the Woolies Strike Back. Telling you what, guys, this is probably going to be Game of the Year right here. Honestly, I have no idea why anyone would revive Bubsy of all things. We'll see how he does in the 2017 era, but I honestly don't know what to think about this. I never played Bubsy as a kid, never even saw him as appealing, and I still don't. So I'm honestly not sure how to feel about it. It's going to be a 2D platformer, but I don't know. I'm willing to give it a shot, but past track record kind of doesn't leave much to be desired. But anyway, guys, that is about going to do us for another channel update for the month. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you have fun trick-or-treating. If you do trick-or-treat, let me know in the comments below what you're going to be wearing for a costume. If you also cosplay around the time of Halloween, then let me know in the comments below what you're going to cosplay. I'm probably going to cosplay as a white mage from Final Fantasy because I love, love, love their robes. Seriously, I love that robe. I want it in, like, apparel, but I can't ever find anything. I want a hoodie of it, but I, like, can't find it anywhere. So I just gonna have to run around in a robe, which is fine. I love the design of it. Classic Final Fantasy white mage, by the way, not the 14 one. I don't particularly like the 14 one. I'm talking like classic pixel art Final Fantasy mage. It's gonna be fun. That or I'm gonna buy like a bunch of stuff and be a mage, regular mage, not Final Fantasy mage. But we'll find out. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a fantastic day. I'm Ultramatic64. Please look forward to the content coming in the future. And I'll check you in next month for another channel update. Bye-bye.